what brought you to Bristol?
Well, so James Kennison brought us to Bristol. So James Kennison was messaging who he thought was a 13-year-old boy decoy very sexually. And we identified him as, of course, sex offender James Kennison. And we knew where he worked. He said he was a tax guy. On his shirt, it showed a picture of where he was working. And of course, we just know from the registry it matched up to it. And, you know, I went to his I went to his job. He thought I was going to file he thought I was going to file my income tax or something like that. And mind you, Alex Rosen doesn't file his income tax until the very, very last day that I possibly can in April. So there's no way I was actually going to file my taxes. So, um, so he basically, I have like a whole thing of brown bag. I have like a whole brown bag with like some documents in it, and he thinks it's like going to be my tax return or whatever. And he turns around, and I dump all of his chats on the table to the 13-year-old boy. Then I'm like, "Hey James, can we talk about this?" And yeah, he agreed to talk. And then also, we caught a Troy Clarkson in Bristol, Tennessee, as well, and he was just on the hook for a while. He just kind of went to the back burner, and we remembered he was in town, so we're just going to see if he had child porn, and he sure enough did.
Tell me how you got him. How did you find this Clarkson guy? How did you find that he had stuff? How did you find out?
So Clarkson was messaging us posing as a mom of an 11-year-old daughter, and some last year he was trying to arrange a meet with that mom and 11-year-old, and he was graphic in the messages. And every single person we've caught with the mom decoy has had child pornography, and he found us off a website that we know a lot of child porn users populate on. So, he was supposed to meet up with us sometime last year. It just kind of never happened, kind of got put on the back burner. We didn't really know his identity until we, just somehow found it. But, he wasn't even in my mind until we were in Bristol. And I was like, wait a second, we talked to this guy last year. I wonder what he's doing. So, we were just like 20 minutes from his house or whatever it was. And I was like, yeah, what the heck? Might as well just give it a try. Because usually with the mom decoy, they go meet up in a sting house, they go meet the in-person decoy. But in this case, we just went to his house, and he admitted to receiving child pornography as young as 7 years old, described those videos in detail. And he showed me some parts of his phone, like he's like, because I deleted all. But he admitted he was curious about it. But he's like, I deleted all though. And I was like, okay, well, do you mind showing me your phone gallery? And he would not show me his phone gallery. So that told me he's definitely possessing it on his gallery. So we called the cops. He admitted to receiving the child porn to his phone, which was enough for them to just seize his phone in that moment. And then they did a dump on it. And I'm sure they found a lot of stuff. And that's how that came about.
So tell me his reaction when he realized, okay, I'm not gonna meet up with a 7-year-old girl's mom.
Well, we were posing as a mom of an 11-year-old, but he admitted to receiving child porn of 7-year-olds. Like that's completely separate from us. Um, well, some of them don't meet up because it's a paranoia thing for them because a lot of times they want to get trust by us sending nudes of kids to them, which obviously we don't and can't do. So at some point, the story is going to have a hole in it of, okay, this can't be legit or it's too much of a risk, like the risk reward. So he declined to meet up, but that doesn't mean he was attempting to prey on a kid. Doesn't mean he has preyed on kids by receiving child porn. And I fully believe if we could do everything he was asking for, everything to prove we're more real, I'm sure he would have met up.
When you ask for his phone gallery, describe his reaction, his body language.
So he was very nervous about that. He said he's watched my videos online, and we've had people tell us that they've watched our videos, and they still talk to us. And I told him that like, well, I just want to distinguish you from the actual bad people who are producing it, and he bought it and admitted to all the CP. But he's like, I don't want to show you my phone gallery because I have personal photos on there. And I told him, I'm like, look, man, if it was me, I'd verify it right now. Like, I mean, it would be a great way to just get it off your back, but he wouldn't do it. So the cops came. He admitted to the cops in front of me as well that he hasn't received child porn to that phone. And then, yeah, he's arrested 2 days later.
That's fantastic. And Kennison, tell me his reaction when he realized the popo were on the way.
Um, oh, he was nervous the whole time. I mean, he could barely formulate a sentence. Um, it's like he wanted to hide things, but he was just too nervous that he just started blurting things out. But James Kennison was, I'd say, probably worse than Clarkson. I mean, James admitted to watching videos of infants being raped and then bestiality videos as well of 10-year-olds and dogs. I mean, the guy's been at it for so long, and he slipped up and admitted that he's been watching child porn for at least the past 10 years. I mean, the guy's a sex offender, so probably longer. But he's like, well, I opened a child porn link like 10 years ago. And then obviously he was watching like probably the day before we caught him. So, I mean, 10 straight years of this, and he's gone undetected despite being a sex offender.
Unbelievable. Alex, what made you start? And what if someone has a tip for you? Like, what if someone knows of someone who may be
Well, so what made us start doing this is I started doing this when I was 19 years old, and then I recruited my high school friends to do it, and they've been with us ever since. I mean, we have such a good team, and our team now is 20 people across the country. They do such a good job. I mean, this month alone, we've caught 31 child predators. 19 of them are already arrested. Two of them with Bristol, Tennessee. But what made us start doing it is,
Alex,
I'm
I'm
always one
sorry. Tell me that again. This month alone, you've caught how many?
31 with 19 arrests already, and more to come.
That's awesome. Okay, and how'd
Yeah.
you get started?
Well, I've always wanted to be a police officer, and I was just too young to do it when I was 19. So in Houston, Texas, where I'm from, you got to be 21 to graduate the academy, and at 19, I could not be 21 and graduate the academy. So I just started doing this. I was just saw these videos online. I've seen Chris Hansen before, obviously, but just seeing regular people doing it, it was like, wow, is it that big of a problem? And I just made a fake account of a 15-year-old boy. 30 minutes later, somebody's wanting to meet for sex. And then from there, I mean, it's just endless. I mean, 31 in the month of January alone, it's an endless problem. And, I feel like we're the group to tackle it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thanks for coming to our area. Just if you don't mind, just telling us one more time what brought you to Bristol.
Um, well, James Kennison brought us to Bristol. We were trying to get him to meet up at another location, but we knew everything about this guy. We knew he would have a lot of child pornography on him, so we just pulled the trigger and just went to go confront him at his job.
Awesome. Okay. Is there anything I haven't asked you that you want to share about predator poachers or about these two cases in general?
Well, about these two cases, Bristol, Tennessee PD and Virginia PD on the Kennison case did such a good job of being receptive to our evidence and instantly knowing how to handle it. I mean, they were very quick with the phone seizures and they were quick with the arrests. So, huge credit to the Bristol Police Departments. And yeah, we'll certainly be back, I'm sure. And it was a pleasure working with them.
Alex, thank you so much. I so appreciate your time. Go catch some bad guys.